So you're a safety pro working in construction, and you know that getting ahead means building up your expertise. Well, today, we're going to break down a really critical certification that might just be your next big career move, the OSHA 510. We're going to get into what it is, who it's really for, and how it can seriously launch your career to the next level.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. Have you ever thought about becoming an official, authorized trainer for those OSHA 10 and 30-hour courses? If the answer is yes, or even maybe, then you are in exactly the right place. Because the OSHA 510, that's the non-negotiable first step on that journey.
And hey, before we really get into the weeds here, if you find this kind of career advice valuable, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're all about helping you figure out the sometimes confusing world of safety certs.
All right, here's how we've laid this out for you. We're going to treat this like a decision guide. We'll talk about why it's a prerequisite, who this course is perfect for, what you'll actually learn, the full roadmap to becoming a trainer, and, of course, the impact on your career and your wallet. Let's do this.
Okay, first up, the trainer prerequisite. So what in the world is the OSHA 510? You hear the number thrown around a lot, but let's get crystal clear on what it actually means. So its full official name is the Occupational Safety and Health Standards for the Construction Industry. Now, this isn't your basic hazard awareness class, not by a long shot. This is a technical, deep dive course that's laser focused on the federal regulations, the 29 CFR 1926, and you can only take it through an authorized OSHA Training Institute or OTI education center. Now, this is probably the most important thing to get straight. People mix up the OSHA 510 and the OSHA 30 all the time, but they are totally different things. The OSHA 30 is an awareness course. It's about spotting hazards. The OSHA 510 is a standards course. It's for safety pros who need to read, interpret, and apply the actual rulebook. And here's the kicker. The 510 is the one you absolutely have to become a trainer. The OSHA 30 is not.
All right, now that we know what it is, let's figure out if this course is actually for you. Investing your time and money in a certification is a big deal, so we got to make sure it lines up with where you want to go.
This course is built from the ground up for experienced safety professionals. So think about your day-to-day. Are you a safety officer, a manager, a site supervisor? Are you the one responsible for making sure the company is following the rules? If that's you, you're the target audience. And of course, it's for anyone who has their sights set on taking that next step to the OSHA 500 trainer course. Now, let's be real, this course isn't for everyone, and that's okay. If you're pretty new to the industry or if your role just requires you to have a general understanding of hazards on a job site, then the OSHA 10 or 30 is a much better fit. The 510 is a really deep dive that assumes you already have some solid safety experience. Okay, so let's think ahead for a second. Because really, the biggest reason people take the 510 is to eventually get that trainer certification, right? Well, to even be eligible for the OSHA 500 trainer course, you need 5 years of documented construction safety experience. Now, here's a little pro tip. If you have a relevant degree or a big deal certification like a CSP or CIH, that can actually count for 2 of those 5 years. So it's good to know where you stand.
So what are you actually going to be learning if you sign up for this? Let's peel back the curtain and take a look inside the course curriculum.
What's really cool here is that the course literally mirrors the official regulations. You're not just learning about the standards, you're learning to navigate the 29 CFR 1926 codebook itself, focusing on all the heavy hitters, fall protection, electrical, scaffolds, excavations. It's all about mastering the source material.
And let me tell you, this is no walk in the park. We're talking about a 4-day intensive classroom-style course. You'll have that OSHA standards book right in front of you, and you'll be learning how to find the exact regulation you need, figure out what it means, and then apply it to solve real problems. It's tough, it's technical, but it's incredibly practical.
Okay, so you've done it. You've passed the 510, and you've got your years of experience logged. What's the complete roadmap to becoming that authorized OSHA Outreach Trainer you've been working towards? All right, here it is, the whole path laid out for you. Step 1, pass the 510. Step 2, get those 5 years of experience documented. Once you've got those checked off, you move to Step 3. You take and pass the OSHA 500 trainer course. And there's a time limit. You have to do it within 7 years of passing your 510. Then, boom, you're an authorized trainer. From there, you just have to take the OSHA 502 update course every 4 years to keep your status current.
Okay, let's talk about the big why, the return on investment. What does getting this certification actually do for your career? And yeah, for your paycheck.
Look, the boost to your career can be huge.
First and foremost, it cracks open the door to becoming an authorized trainer. But even if you don't go down that road, just having the 510 on your resume screams credibility. It tells employers you have a deep, technical understanding of compliance. This is what gets you interviews for those senior safety management and consulting gigs. And think about the big players, Turner, Skanska, Bechtel. They often list a 510 as a preferred qualification, and those top-tier jobs come with top-tier salaries.
So, at the end of the day, it really boils down to this one question for you. Is it time to move past just being aware of hazards and become a true master of the standards that prevent them? This is about positioning yourself as a leader, someone who doesn't just follow the safety culture, but actually builds it.
I really hope this guide helped clear things up and maybe made your decision a little bit easier. If you're serious about taking your construction safety career to that next level, let us know by liking this explainer, and definitely subscribe to HSE Study for more deep dives just like this one. Thanks so much for tuning in.